I'm Debby Kaspari, and welcome to my COVID-19 studio here in my Norman, Oklahoma living room. And I am going to do a pastel painting. And one of the things I've been working on for the last few months, I've been doing artwork based on actually stuff from my kitchen, mostly my pantry. I'm calling it the quarantine pantry. So you have a quarantine pantry, I'm sure. And I have been doing stylings of lovely things in there, like everything from baking stuff, I call it stress baking, and to toilet paper actually. And so today I'm going to do a still life of something I'm calling salsa. There it is. This is a picture I just took of the still life that's just right over here. This is tomatoes from the garden, tomatillos from the garden, an onion and a pepper and a lime from Sprouts. So anyway, that is the subject for today. And I'll just tell you what I'm working on. I'm doing this on Art Spectrum Colorfix paper. This is ultra blue, and it's sanded, my favorite paper. And what I've just started here, the outlines of things. But what I do, the first thing I do when I'm doing one of these is I like to do a sketch. I want to give myself some design and some contrasts and some, just kind of set it all up. So I use this. This is my my visualizer. It's just a piece of mat board I cut out, and I made tick marks for the thirds. I like the rule of thirds, so that's what I go with. So anyway, this is the sketch, and it is, just really, all it is just some shapes and some values. And I'm working with big fat Sharpie, and I've started drawing these in Sharpie because what I really like is I like to have these good darks, and I like to have the darks and the lights, and it really helps me see the design. And you can do this in like a pencil, that's no problem, but I just started doing this pretty recently, and it's been working for me okay. So anyway, this is the starting point, and once I get this done, then I can transfer it over here. So I'm going to attach it to my easel. This is by the way, this is a Heilemann easel, and I have a Heilemann pastel box right down here, the backpack sized, which fits nicely in my backpack, surprisingly. So I'm going to continue drawing the still life. I'm sorry you can't see more of the sketch as I go, but this is kind of how the setup works. So bear with me, thanks. Anyway, this is, you're not going to see a lot of me, and once I get going and start really painting, I will try and keep up a running commentary. However, I'm so bad at doing that, painting and talking. You notice the two sides of the brain don't always mesh, so I will do my best. But anyway, what I'm doing here is getting the sketch in, and mostly I'm referring to the sketch, but I have the still life right over here, so I can do that. This is a very old red onion that was in the refrigerator but I figured it's still good. There's lime. So I've been doing a lot of cooking during this whole thing, learning how to make all sorts of interesting new dishes, which has been kind of actually entertaining and sort of comforting at the same time. One nice thing, I'm drawing in charcoal. This is wine charcoal. And if I make a mistake, I can just rub it out. It's nice. I am using a homemade shadow box, which is just basically a cardboard box. And I will show a picture of that somewhere along the line here, so you can see what this thing looks like. And it's got a clamp light, just basically something you get from Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. And I'm also using a stand light for illumination of the artwork. The paint, the surface. The clamp light is to illuminate, give us nice side light to the still life. So I like having like a strong light source. It makes it the shadows really come to life when you do that. What was I going to say? Oh, the inside of the shadow box is just basically a draped book, which raises up the objects in here. Let's see, this is coming a little loose. I'm also using a Surui easel. It's a tripod, and it's just a photographer's tripod. It's kind of a nice lightweight one, and it breaks down really small, and it's very lightweight. But it's strong enough to hold up this full pastel box, and this is a wooden pastel box. Let's see. The Heilmann box. It weighs close to 10 pounds full. So it's doing pretty well. And also Heilmann just started making this really nice set of arms. I don't know what you call them. It's like a little V that gets attached to the back leg of the tripod, and it's a really good fit, and it holds up the box, and you don't have to attach the paint box to the ball head, this has a ball head, so which was not strong enough to hold this. So these arms hold it really well, and I also added extra weight with my backpack, which I just hang on the hook at the base of the tripod center post. Okay, I guess that's enough explanation. I'll show up some pictures of it in a bit. Okay, I think, let's see. This pepper needs to go further down. Yeah. So yeah, I think that kind of puts it in there. Okay, now I'm going to open the box of colors. And I'm using this Hake brush to just kind of gently get some of the dust off of these pastels so I can see what the colors are. Okay. Got it. Okay, where am I going to do the beginning? Usually I like to start with lights. Since I'm working on this darker paper, it's a mid-tone, but it's a dark mid-tone, and I really like to put in not necessarily the highlights, but the lighter areas. Let me grab. I'm using paper towels. It's Viva, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to see what that looks like. Okay,